I mean, they should all be my areas, really. Anyway, let's get things kicking off. We've got air wings. Oh, excellent. We've got the naval bombers achieved. So where are we going to put those fellas? I could do with something flying over here. Do we have an airfield? Yeah, okay. Let me put one over here. Put them on ship and port strikes over there. And the other one, I think I was probably going to put them on our Philippines airfield when it gets built. For a bit of naval superiority. We'll move them in a bit. Right, what a mess. What an absolute mess. I don't know what trouble these can cause, if anything. Oh, we're hitting the port? Nice. We've got some British subs under the bombs. That's some good news so far. Just making sure my microphone is turned on. We don't want another 2 hours of recording with the mic muted debacle. That's looking okay so far. We're going to trap those guys in the north. I don't mind these lot attacking up here, because if they push all that out and get the Soviet Union pushed back to here, I can come and take it as my own territory. So that's fine. The New Life movement, we should be riding high for stability forevermore at this rate. Free hospitals. We don't have the economic collapse. That'll be good. This is going to replace low inflation with moderate inflation. And somehow I need to get that down. Oh, this does as well. Oh, that's not good. Okay. I don't know what methods I have to get inflation down at this point. They also increase inflation. I need to go and look at my political options. I think we're going to research some other stuff just for the sake of doing it. Oh, investment into shipbuilding, though. This is something to do with the mission to the US. I don't quite... Don't know. Let's go for it. We'll not complain. We'll take what we've got. And political options. Encourage frugality. War bonds. Do they help with... They do reduce consumer goods factories. I can do all these. I can reopen these things. Because we've taken these areas here. Is there anything I can do? Oh, I can do the forced loans again? Excellent. So that's coming back up. Brilliant. So I just need 100 points to do it. So I guess we should let it build up. And every time we've got 100 points, spend it on that. And that'll get the inflation down. And that'll allow us to take another one of these things. And it's okay because the stability in war support will be built up through the other means. So that's absolutely fine. Why do we not have these guys destroyed? Right, the Japanese army's sitting happily over there. I've got huge armies down here doing absolutely nothing. Let's get this before we go any further. Naval invasion plan from here down to... Which one are we going to do? I can't really go and take Portugal, to be fair. I don't think the Portuguese would be overly happy if I did that. But for this Australian invasion, we can do that. And then we can maybe take that place as a secondary thing. That'll give us a little jumping off point. See, I love using these Marines for little island hopping jobs like this. I think it's great. Did we get our... I think we did we not? Yep, we have. It's over there, so... Come to that one. And I guess you can... Do we need them over the South China Sea? We can do. I don't know if they'll get any business over there. I mean, really, the way to stop naval invasions is just to have control of the seas. And then you don't need to garrison every... Well, you need to garrison the ports. But you don't need to defend every inch of coastline. But yes, I think I probably need to defend every inch of coastline when we take India because it's massive. The good news is we're going to have some sort of coastal defense. So let me take... I've got stacks of units here. Which army are they in? So they're in this one. I don't think they're doing... This is the Chinese theatre. I've got 3 proper armies here. Well, defensive infantry armies. They're more than I really need. Let me... Do you know what? We've got nothing in training. I should pull those back and train them for something else. These are all we need for defending coastlines. And we're going to do a whopping 72 divisions of it. And that's way overkill, but why not? I do like being silly. Let's just put them in the mountains where there's no railroads or anything. And we'll work out how to get them to where we want them to be. Right, so everything else is going okay. This fight across India is going okay. I've never really got the cavalry involved. I think a surgical strike... Oh, it looks to me like the USSR has come back up there, so... They're going to trap the enemy up there, aren't they? Surgical strike, whatever that place is. I want to try and get as much of this as I possibly can. And then drop half of them off, and the other half can march on Bombay. That's going to make a mess, but I will work with that. So, we've got 2 divisions in Calcutta. Let's bring one down the port to... One down the coast to here. What was the message? Air wings. Cool, okay. These guys were going to go and train with... They were going to go and support the Marines who are not in this group. Hang on a sec. Let me get the Marines up. And then we do that. Sorry, we do that one. And you're going to do... Oh, wait, these are ground support. That always was the goal, of course. And those 2 doing nothing. Air support. So that Marine Army will actually become a lot more important later on. We want to build some anti-air defenses around our capital as well. Because it's possible US strategic bombers are going to make it over. Just need to see where our capital is, actually. Where is it? It's around here somewhere, isn't it? Here it is. So if we were going to go to that... Oh, I think we might have a... Really? We don't have anything? I'm going to put all that on. Because this is kind of an important area. What's the infrastructure? That, please tell me. I did do the infrastructure around there, right? I did around there, but not everywhere else. Okay. That's an ongoing project anyway. So the radar, the naval base, some dockyards. We'll get there. It's on the list of things to build. How's the Navy doing? Chop that in half. And we've got a mine sub, which we can go and throw into one of those. And 2 destroyers. We'll put in there. I'm putting them straight in. No training. We just need to build up a navy as fast as possible. There isn't time to train them. Actually, what are we looking like for control of the seas? Can we add you guys into there as well? It's a big ask, but I feel like we probably do need it. Especially if we're like escorting our supply convoys and stuff. Right, come on, Dominion of India. Where can I chop these guys off? I've got like 10 divisions here. For some reason. Hang on. For some reason that I don't understand. We're not adding everything onto this. So that should be 24 divisions on just that bit. Oh god, no. There should be 24 divisions on this bit. Oh, I see what's happened. Yeah, I can definitely see what's happened there. let's do that and just trigger it. The USSR's got in the way, which is largely the problem. Right. So we take the Green Army, and what we do is we form a front line. These are just light defensive troops, kind of. So, and we put them on there. We don't need 24 divisions in that spot. Let's be clear. But we're going to tidy that up afterwards. Right, let's just train these because these need a bit of repair. These guys are supposed to be defensive infantry, and I might need to change the template on them to make them slightly more aggressive-minded. Anyway, the troops are coming in, which is good. I think you're good to advance on Hyderabad. What have we got? Events or decisions timeout. Oh, I needed to tick a little minor pop-up for this. So, who dares wins? We get an ace. We don't lose the ace if we don't click on this, which I think is, I'm sure that's the way it works. But it was annoying me all the time that we see this thing about, you know, decisions timing out, and it's not a decision, it's just a notification. So, gain over 50% naval supremacy from mines in a certain number of sea zones. I'll take those. Thank you very much. Honestly, we just need to we need to get in here, folks. We've got people covering this ridiculous border here. Charge, get in. That's mine. I want it. The Ruskies don't need it. They've got enough. But we do want to get to the river. No divisions on this. Oh my god. Right, India's capitulated. Great news. Pause. Right, let me delete this. Look at the mess that gets made when this sort of thing happens. Right, we better delete that, but we better put an army around it at the same time. So we've got all that. There's a chance we're going to lose huge chunks of this. Let's get this off and see where we're moving to. So the cavalry still needs to move over there. You guys, is that cavalry even? Yeah, this is cavalry. We need to get that finished. And you need to go over there. And we're going to need some work. I don't even know where you're going anymore. There's no divisions on this, but we need to destroy that. It's a mess. It's a mess. We need to tidy this up, and we probably need to bring something down. I see what the problem is. The problem is that. Right, that's now gone Soviet. That's fine. It's our cavalry coming in here. I want to secure this. Let's get this big army. So it seems to be just making a bloody mess, this. Right, and then we instantly tell it to go blah 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 blah, like that. That is a technical term for that maneuver. And we set it off. And it should go in. And anywhere else, we just do minor little mopping up operations. And we're going to bring some soldiers over from this place over here to hopefully hold all the ports that we've just captured. So, bring them in. Ports being the most important, but there's other defensive points as well that we can consider. Right, let's get them in. The cavalry's done its job. That's great. Let's finish that situation off there. And what we really need to do is just crush the enemy here, which we're in the process of doing. I think we're going to be okay. I don't know where the rest of these guys are, but let's surround this bit and instantly just go chop chop and tick on that. And this green force up here, let's delete that little thing there and put one big border on that one. So that's a border with the Soviet Union. And let's hope it stays that way this time. So we've got a huge chunk of India, which is excellent news. That's worked out in our favour. So for all we had that really chaotic situation, it's really played out well for us. And we're going to spend, once we get this secured, we're going to spend our new military factories and figure out what we're going to do next. So that should be about to crumble away. That's beautiful. Should we bring our horsemen over? The erstwhile cavalry of the Chinese army. We're catching the occasional ship. Right. I think it's time for the Marines. Oh, do we have naval superiority? We don't on that bit. So that's a problem. Okay, let me just split those guys in half until we have 10 fleets in there, or whatever you call them. It is a fleet. So let's make sure we've added that in. And that should fall fairly soon. Hopefully. I kind of want to get that so that we can then plan a proper invasion of Australia. And I don't mean with like 4 units of Marines. We're going to bring like some massive armies across and tidy up that quite nicely. Just take the place. Just take it. Right, so modify the government. We don't want to modify the government, but we do want to go for the forced loans. There we go. I was worried that this was a one-time only decision, but it does look like it comes back, and that's perfect. So we can spend that, we can mash that, and then we will be allowed to play with the economy more. And we will get ourselves... excuse me, my voice is going today. We will get ourselves the 5th research slot. Right, nice. This has been achieved. This is exactly what we wanted. So we should have units coming in to defend this. I could use the cavalry to do a naval invasion of this place. The reason I want Ceylon, there's a reason. There's an air base there, which is nice. There's 2 ports, which will give us something useful. I mean, crikey, is China going to go into Europe via the Suez Canal? I mean, stranger things have happened. But there's a reason for taking this. If we click on that, it's got 136 rubber. Now, that is rubber that the Allies are currently using to build probably mostly aircraft with. And they don't need all that. I think I can have some of that. Right, the Marines are good to go. Let's send the Marines in. I'm pretty sure they'll get this. And then we may set up a... Are we going to set up a big naval base there so that we can actually supply a proper army for an invasion of Australia? We could. We certainly could. Right. We do need to have a think about what's going on here, though. We should have the defense units in position, which we do. We've got 10 units of mountaineers currently just chilling in the mountains. I don't know what I would do with these guys. I guess I should probably station them in India for trouble, wherever trouble wants to brew, I suppose. For now, let's put them there and let's set them off training. They've worked moderately well. So the cavalry has worked really well. There are all my schemes and plans. They have a little bit of retraining to do. And then I have some big armies. These guys have not actually got a job at all. I'm going to put them... What is my aggressive infantry template? It's the 20 width stuff. Okay, so that's really for you. They're okay. They're fine for doing a naval invasion then, aren't they? So let's bring them down somewhere. I could launch them from Singapore. They don't... Yeah, that's fine. Let's launch them from Singapore. You're doing absolutely nothing. Let's come down here. That's going to be your plan. And you... Now, this is big infantry. Now, the problem with this is that it is very, very supply hungry. And I'm not quite sure where I want it and what I want to do with it at the moment. I'm going to bring them down to Madras and train. It's totally overkill to use these guys to invade this place. But, I mean, we're not doing much else, so maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll see. It won't help me at all with the situation with supplies. But that should be fine. It should be fine. So there's loads of naval battle results, are they? Yeah. Okay, so our planes are getting involved in things. We don't have very good air support over parts of India. I mean, they are flying fighters from what I can tell. Don't think they're going to cause too much other trouble. I mean, we're not fighting there anymore, so... The issue would be is... Oh, we've got this. Excellent. Should we go and build a new light tank? Yeah, we'll go and build a new light tank, because that'll be fun. And we should probably get amphibious attacks going on for the Marine Corps. But I can't see anything else wanting to come out of there. That would allow us to do the Marines, so let's research those. This is going to be... Oh, we've nearly done that. Excellent. Let's go for the final... The final ever light tank design that we will ever use. Right, so what I would like to see in this... I'm going to boost these up a bit. So 3-man turret we'll have. We're going to go for small armaments. We want the improved small cannon. And we're... First thing... Oh, put a sticker radio in. Special modules. Fuel drums. I want the max speed to be higher because we might use these in things like motorized, mechanized stuff as well. So, not sure what we need the max speed to be, but it does need to be more than that. We have stacks of experience to spend. Breakthrough stuff. What have we got for breakthrough? We could do with... What does the autoloader? Defense. Defense and breakthrough. Okay, that's really nice. Actually, that's a lot. 4 is a lot on something like this. The extra ammunition is risky. The dozer blade, no. The armor skirts. Okay, the armor skirts give something. Breakthrough and armor. I think we definitely want the autoloader in. And let's stick on an additional machine gun because it seems like a light tank thing to do, right? So we've got this... The idea being like a... Well, the idea is it's a light tank to stick in reconnaissance divisions. It adds a bit of armor, a little bit of soft and hard attack. Fuel storage from the drums for the division so it can move further in case it runs out. Let's go on to what adds... Reliability is actually quite good. So let's go for Christie suspension. The armor value itself, I don't really propose to increase. What if we did? Can I get it over 30? The reliability is still high. We're using a gasoline engine at the moment. I'd like to see that as 10. I don't know what the max speed of mechanized and motorized is, actually. I should probably have a little look. Let's stick a diesel engine in. We'll set that at 12, and then it's not a problem, is it, anymore? One more. Still have over 100%. I've boosted the armor up considerably as well. It's going to be a little bit expensive to produce, but I don't know what... I don't know. I think that's pretty good. Let's go with that. Advanced light tank. It actually looks like a nice light tank as well. So, Yes, I know. I am going way overly elaborate on that. Let me take a look at... Do I have my motorized division here? So, max speed. It was 12 for motorized. I got it right. Give me a little cheer. I'm not using them, but I mean, it's what we wanted it to be. So that's fine. So the light tanks, which we're still probably in a great shortage of. Yeah, we are. That's fine, though. We've got military factories to assign. Yeah, I thought this would be a huge problem the moment these guys turned up. I'm going to change their template because the big infantry is not working for me around here. This 40 width infantry in the areas that we're fighting in. So I'm going to change this to the aggressive infantry, which uses light tanks, which we have none available of. But that's okay. It's a better template. And we can feed them, which is more important. It's generally a size I prefer. The big ones are great if you're working in like well-supplied lands, the 40 width stuff. But in not very well-supplied lands and stuff like naval invasions and things like that, they're a bit hungry, I find. So we have a 1936 hull. I think I probably want to go straight for a 1940s hull, because 1940s subs are quite useful. And then we can start sending them off on some sneaky old missions. Should we go straight for it? Yeah, we should. It's 157 days. I can't cheese it and go any faster. But it's fine. I could start building some 1940s subs. It gets us a start, doesn't it? So let's go. We've got some spare dockyards. So let's go for a brand new ship. Sorry, 1936 subs. We're well behind on this. Got the best engine. But this is just to purely do some... Oh, I could put radar in this. They've got more chance of seeing things. Actually, I will do that. For the few that we're going to build. Nice, actually. We have some decent... decent dockyards for this. Let's put them there. We'll leave that. Yeah, that's fine. I'll find them like that. Okay. And military factories. Yeah, the light tank production is insane. We don't need to mess about with that. It's fine. Planes are so far okay. We're going to be starting playing with jets. Right, the fighters are going mad now. Let's knock 5 of those off, because I'm not going to have the fuel to keep them all in the air. The ground attack's more useful. We'll put a few into this. The trains are okay. We're going to save those other factories until our modern tanks are ready, and then we're going to like put all those factories into modern tank production. It's not going to be long. It's just there. I don't really know what gun I can put on, because I haven't researched the anti-tank stuff. Don't think it'll be a problem. We might just have 2 different waves of tank production. So, you guys are a bit happier. Yeah, they're a little bit happier with supplies. So that's okay. Let's stick a naval invasion on from here to do this place. Mao Zhao shot down the target. So, oh, okay. I don't want to see all those. I'm turning that off again. The minor pop-ups. I don't need to see all that stuff. Right, so how's the situation over here? We got in! The Marines are in. I think there's been a little bit of fighting by the looks of that, but it looks like we did it. So that'll give us some spare shipyards. That was the investment into building. Oh, nice. Okay, so I should go down this, because this is going to give us... whatever this is going to give us. Can we not do this now? It's a shame we can't undo this one, isn't it? I can't get the collaboration with the Japanese, but I can get this, which will give me a research bonus for destroyer models. Oh, it's a little bit late in the day, Sadly. Right, excellent. So we've got the extra dockyards, which we'll put into our attack subs. And we've got another one of those. So we would like... another one of these, please. Oh, hang on. I better do this properly. And then you guys are going to here. Let's stack the Marines up there. And they can prepare for another invasion, I guess. Oh, the Singapore? We got the army into Singapore, did we? We did. They're fully trained up. Naval... Oh, hang on, just a minute. I better do one invasion at a time. So we're also going to build an airfield. Oh, and a radar. Let's do a radar. Oh, do we need to? It's actually got one on this. Why is this saying this is ours? Sorry, why is it saying it's Japanese? It's going to build an airfield. Oh, no, it's not. No, sorry. We're not having that. Just a minute. Yeah, let's just cancel that. The cheek of it. We can do a little naval invasion, though. We can go from here to here, and we'll get that one. See, my Marines kicking ass so far. Gotta love them. Train back up. Yes. Don't know why it's suddenly asking me to do that. It's never asked me to do that in the entire game. So naval bombers picking up the odd kill. How long for this little outfit to be ready? They're training. They don't need to train. Actually, they're nearly there. I'll let them finish. So, we got the modern tanks. Right, so this is when we start producing tank stuff. And just in case, I think... I don't think we need to go down this, because I think we get them from the tank stuff anyway. And this is improved heavy cannons. There's an improved medium cannon there. Which I think we have from the other thing. I'm going to put it into ship stuff. Which we desperately need. Oh god, I mean... our ships are awful. Where's the radar? I'm going to try and at least get decent radar. I think that is something we do need. Lend-lease. Yep, send me your light tanks. I'll take them all. We want to do this.